Hello everyone, my name is AOK. Welcome to my wonderful channel. I like to talk about anything that's happening on the timeline. Sometimes that's politics, sometimes that's just creator news. So anything that pops onto my timeline, whatever I think is interesting. I try to cover stories without all the drama and fluff. So if you like that kind of thing, subscribe, hit the like button, and we can get right into today's story.
Henya formally announced her departure from Vshojo, citing immediate contract termination and joining the mass exodus triggered by Ironmouse's exit amid financial controversy. Now, I think this is also another old story that I just wanted to make a broader conversation about. So I just wanted to make a broader conversation about Vshojo generally, and also talk about what I heard about what's going on behind the scenes. Not like a little birdie told me, or not like I have somebody in the organization, but from what Atriox said about the owner of Vshojo. So if that's something that you're interested in, I'll see you on the other side.
Hi guys, sorry to interrupt this wonderful video that you are watching. I just wanted to remind you to like the video and subscribe. I only need a couple thousand subscribers to do this full time, maybe 3,000, 4,000 subscribers. So, for you, it takes only a second, but for me, it makes all the difference. So if you like the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.
She amplifies allegations of financial mismanagement, supporting claims that Vshojo withheld payments and charity funds, part of a broader set of grievances including unpaid earnings across the roster. So if you know anything about VTube, you know that Vshojo is a VTuber agency that was one of the pioneers of bringing the idea of VTubing to the West. So they're an agency, and they kind of copied the East Asian model. Is very common in Korea. I think very popular in China as well. So they brought that model to the West, and recently they've just essentially been screwing over their employees. They haven't made payments in a long time. They haven't. They've been withholding payments. They've been withholding benefits, and just a lot of fraudulent behavior. But I think one part that is being missed out from this conversation is that it's very easy to vilify an owner or a CEO, but from what I can tell, from what Atriox said on the Lemonade Stand, which is his podcast where he and Aiden from the Yard and Dog talk about finance and politics. He talked about the CEO of Vshojo not being malicious or not setting out to scam people or not setting up a fraudulent business model, but instead he's just out of his depth. And everybody that's covered the controversy has bashed him, and he does deserve bashing because incompetence is not an excuse. But I think it's been treated as oh no, he's a fraud, rather than he was someone that bit off more than he can chew, and that's the part that's been missing out of the conversation. But you can see she's talking about withheld payments and withheld charity funds as well. Henya details troubling internal discoveries around mismanagement and community boundary issues, stating fans sometimes crossed personal lines and that she learned of internal misconduct involving trust breakdowns. Now, apart from that, it's a VTuber. A very important part of a VTuber is they're anonymous, right? They're anonymous, well, mostly, and they have a persona. But they also have a very, very strong parasocial audience. So because they are usually women, and definitely mostly portray women, they have a big audience of people just being essentially falling in love with these cartoon avatars. And for some people, the parasocial relationship is just not enough. So they end up going ahead and like stalking. They end up stalking the VTuber and, you know, finding them online, finding where they live, sending them mail. Like, it's very common for them to cross the line. And I'm not saying that's Vshojo's fault, but like, Henya is also talking about how that has been an issue for her as well. On top of all the not being paid well, not being paid money that she's owed, and, you know, the harassment as well on top of that. And her comments reflect broader community concerns with discussions about parasocial relationship risks and calls for reform in organizational transparency and fan creator boundaries within VTubing culture. And I don't know how you can enforce this, honestly. I don't know. I don't know how you can enforce fans behaving well. I think maybe put stricter sentences or put like stricter precautions. I heard that LA, the Los Angeles Police Department has, I don't know if, yeah, they have an influencer division because of how often cases of swatting happen in Los Angeles. So the LAPD has an influencer division to deal with things like that. So I guess that's like investigating swatting incidences, tracking the people down, and stopping it from happening. Because yeah, it's such a common job and it's such a common incident in the job that that it's something that they need to be careful of.
Hi. Before you go, thanks for watching today's video, but also I just wanted to remind you to like and subscribe. Like I said, I only need a couple thousand subscribers to be able to do this full time, so help me make all the difference. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.